Hi everyone, it's Claire here. Welcome to your chair yoga practice for today. Today's class is going to be a 20-minute sequence focused on the spine and also a sun salutation with a twist or two and some variations. I hope you enjoy the practice. If you do like the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button below so more people can share in the joy of chair yoga. Are you ready? Let's get started. So here we are, we're going to begin our session today in sitting mounted. So bring yourself to the front of your chair so you feel your sit bones are grounded on the seat. Feel like your feet are forward a little so that they sit right underneath your knees, with the heel underneath your knees. And you can feel press points underneath the balls of your feet, under the toes, under the heel, feeling nice and even. And your knees are forward in line with your hips. From here, we'll sit up nice and tall in the chair. We'll let the shoulders roll up and back and down, maybe just a few times. Just starting to feel movement and connect your breath with your movement. And then slowly let the shoulders settle into the back. And from here, we'll take a few breaths. You can just rest your hands however feels comfortable, up, down, to the sides if you want to. You can soften your gaze somewhere in the distance, or you can close your eyes completely. Whatever works for you, do that now. Just take a moment to arrive here on the chair, the space that you're in this moment. The only place you need to be right now is right here. So just let go of any need to do anything else or be anywhere else, just for now, just for this moment, while we share this class together. Being present right here and right now. Allow the breath to flow within whatever way feels natural for you. Just letting it flow without any control, without any force. We'll just take another couple of rounds of breath, simply just breathing. And then when you're ready, just gently opening the eyes if they're closed, just coming back now to this space. And we'll start to move our body. So let's start with the hands just lifted up, away from the thighs maybe, just hovering above, maybe coming up towards the shoulders. And we'll breathe in and let the elbows lift forward as the hands move back. Now you can just take them as high as feels comfortable. And then bring the elbows back as the hands move down. And then taking them up and to your up, wherever that is for you today. See if you can keep your elbows close to your body so they kind of brush the sides of your torso as you move them forward and back. Spread your fingers out. Feel how the fingers are energized. Almost like you're pressing something as you're moving your arms. And then gently bringing them down. From here, we'll take our hands around and back to back, palms in front of us. And then on the inhale breath, open out your arms to whatever distance feels good and turn thumb downwards. On the exhale breath, come forward. Maybe drop the head if you feel comfortable. On the inhale breath, open out and turn the thumbs back and down. So just rotating out the shoulder joint and also getting maybe a little movement through our thoracic spine, our ribcage area. Opening through the collarbones, maybe a little through the neck also. And then we'll float the hands down from here, letting them rest down onto the lap again. And just scrunch up your hands so your fingers, your thumbs come towards each other. And then spread your hands out. Spread the fingers, spread the thumbs. And then scrunch them up, make a little fist if you like. And then spreading them out. And then scrunching them up. And spreading them out. And then just wiggling all your fingers, your thumb. Feel all the bones, the skin, moving on the hands, the muscles. And then from here, gently circling the wrists. You can let the fingers flow if you like. And then circle around the other way. And then give the hands just a little gentle shake out. Nice. And then from here, bring your palms to face forward. We'll take a breath in, keep the feet grounded, and as you exhale, turn the ribs so the left hand might go across towards the right. And then inhale back to the center and exhale the other way. Right hand towards the left. And again, you don't have to stretch them out far. You just stretch them wherever feels right for you. Keep that pressing into the ground so the foundation of our movement is steady and stable, and the upper body, we're twisting from the rib cage. Maybe your eyes just follow your hand across, not turn behind you, but maybe they follow your hand instead. Yeah. All right, finishing that one off, back in the center. Turn your palms upwards now and imagine you're scooping something up with your hands. And then you can flip them over and press them towards the sky again to your up for today. You might like to open them and bring them down. We'll do that again. We'll scoop on up an imaginary object, spread it apart, bring it down. And one more time, scooping it up, spreading it apart and bringing it down. Beautiful. Bringing your hands back to your thighs. And let's take some circles with the spine now. So over to the right and forward. And then back and down and around. Just keep going to whatever circle feels right for your body today. Sometimes I like doing smaller ones, sometimes bigger ones. Just depends how I'm feeling. Changing direction. Always going with the breath. Just coordinating that breath and movement. And not rushing through the breath, not rushing through the movement. Taking your time. Remember, this is the only place you need to be right now. Pausing in the center for a breath in. You can either have your hands on your hips for this one, or perhaps your shoulders. Maybe you'd like a cactus shape, or you might even like to bring your hands behind your head and interlace your fingers. Remember, they're all options. You might have one that wants to do something different to the other. So choose what's right for you today. Breathe in to grow tall. On your exhale breath, up and over now with the ribs towards the right. And inhale, center. And again, up and over to the left. Inhale, center. And just check in that feels right for you. Notice if one shoulder drops forward. See if you can keep your shoulders level facing the front. So not doing rotation, but we're doing a side bend, a lateral movement. This feels so good after all that driving. Inhale, center. Exhale, come back into the middle. Take a breath in, and if your hands are up somewhere, just letting them float back down. Breathing in tall, and then exhale, hinge forward from your hips, and either keep your hands on your thighs, maybe slide your hands down your legs, and on your inhale breath, press into the balls of the feet to lift the heels. On your exhale, bring the heels down. Inhale to lift the balls of the feet off, and exhale to lower. Keep your head in line with your spine, trying to avoid poking the chin forward. Imagine you're holding something like a tennis ball, a peach between your chin, your chest. Lifting and lowering through the ankles. We'll do one more. And then ground the bottom of the feet down and bring yourself back up as you inhale to a seat again. Take a breath here. Then keep your left leg where it is, and we'll take the right leg back. We'll slide it underneath the chair to wherever feels comfortable. And then on the exhale breath, we'll slide it forward and pull the toes back. And then on the inhale, we'll bring it in. And on the exhale, we'll take it out. Now you can keep your foot on the ground if you like, or maybe you'd like to pick it up off the ground. There's no real prizes for either. The main event here is that we're moving our knee joint and our ankle joint as well. So focus on that, whether the leg's up or down, you can still create that same movement. Leave your foot out in front now when you arrive there. Keep the knee bent as much as you'd like. Press into both feet to the heel of that right leg and the bottom of that left leg. And on your exhale breath, fold forward out from your legs, from your hips. Now, keep your spine nice and long. Try not to round inwards or arch forward on this one. Neutral spine. We'll take another couple of breaths here, lengthening through the back of that leg. Then on your inhale, press through the feet and come on up. I'm going to slide that foot back in. And from here, you can lift the heel away from the ground and perhaps take your knee out to the side and back in. That's one variation. Another idea might be to pick that leg up. You can hold over the knee or under the knee, whatever works for you, and move the leg out and in. Another idea might be to let go of the hand and let the leg do the lifting. So do whatever works again for you. How good is that? We can always choose, never have to do the same thing every time. We can do what feels right in that moment. Okay, bring that down. We'll do the other side now. So again, you can have foot connected to the floor. Make sure this one is staying nice and steady, that right leg. You can have hand holding under or over the top perhaps. Or you might let go of that completely. I like to flex my foot because it gives my leg a little bit more energy and strength there to help with the movement. It also looks after my knee as well. Do one more. And then we'll slowly bring that back down. Ground your feet into the floor and take a breath here. And then from here, ground down and let the arms rise up to wherever your up is for today. And on the exhale breath, fold yourself forward out from your hips. Let your hands land wherever they land, thighs or shins somewhere. The inhale breath, lengthen your sternum forward, draw your shoulders back, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold yourself down again. And inhale, rise all the way back to your up for today. And then exhale, bring the hands towards the heart center. On your inhale breath, press your hands out towards the side walls of the room. Now, they don't have to go all the way out, so you choose again where you'd like to take them. Breathe in again now, and as you exhale, lean gently towards the left. Inhale, center. Now notice how my hands are staying level. They're not actually moving separately. They're actually moving just wherever my shoulders are going. So see if you can keep your arms kind of like wings on an airplane. As the airplane tilts, the arms tilt, or the wings tilt. Great, so everything moves together. Now we bring the hands down after that. Take a breath in here. And on the exhale breath, hinge forward from your hips. Now from here, let your hands float off your legs if you like. You might take them up to in front of your shoulders. You might even like to let them creep forward and creep upwards towards the sky. You could turn the palms towards each other. Let the shoulders stay soft as you raise your arms and press back into your feet. Feel the core switching on, feel the legs switching on. Let the face be soft. It's that balance, that delicate balance between effort and ease. Take another breath now. And bring your hands back in as you exhale. Press yourself back up. Gorgeous. Then from here, keep your left leg as it is. Walk your right leg back again, so to wherever feels comfortable. And this time, I'm going to land on the ball of the foot. Take a big breath in here. And as you exhale, hinge forward from the hips a little bit. Hands can stay on the thighs if you want. And then on your inhale breath, let your arms float up to wherever feels good for you today in your body. Take another breath here. And on your exhale breath, float your hands down, and maybe they land on the legs, they're on the hips, or they stretch behind you, fingertips to the floor. Fingertips to the back corner of the room, sorry, palms to the floor. Both legs are still strong and active. And the next time you inhale, press into that front leg, back up with the arms. And then as you exhale, lean up and over towards the right. Take another breath here. And use your inhale to come back to the center. And exhale, let's take a twist towards the right. Another beautiful breath in here. And then inhale, coming back to the center one more time. And then exhale up and over towards the left. Big breath here. Use your inhale to come back to the center and exhale to twist gently towards the left this time. And then coming back. And slowly then on your exhale, letting your hands gently float down through your heart center and bringing the leg back to the front, grounding it down into the floor and walking back your left leg this time. From here we ground down both legs. On the inhale breath, we grow tall, and on the exhale breath, hinging forward from the hips. Use your inhale to raise your arms to whatever feels comfortable for you today. Sternum might lift a little bit here. Beautiful big breath in to grow tall from the ribs to the hips. And then keep that length as you lean forward, maybe a little more. If it's okay for you, let the hands land on the thighs, hips, or stretch behind you, palms to the ground, fingertips pointing back. The next inhale breath, let's move back up to our crescent lunge, and we'll do our side bend, and this time we're going to the left first as we exhale, and we'll pause here for a breath. Keep your feet grounded, keep your sit bones grounded. Next inhale, moving back towards the center, and then for our twist on the exhale, just letting the hands fall. There's no pulling, pushing, anything like that. It's just letting it turn to wherever it naturally goes. Inhale back to the center. We do the same on the other side. So lengthen up and over towards the right now. Take a breath into the side body. And then on the inhale, back to the center and adding in our twist. Inhaling back to the center one more time. And exhaling to let the hands float down gently. Unraveling your leg to bring your foot forward, grounding down through your feet. Take a breath in again, and as you exhale this time, hinge forward from your hips. On your inhale breath, draw your shoulder blades together and send your heart forwards. You want to keep your hands pressing into your legs, feet pressing into the ground, or maybe let the hands come up to the shoulders, or maybe back next to the ribs. Take a couple of breaths here into the front of the body. Then use your next exhale to bring your hands down. Use your inhale to press up through the legs. Find yourself in sitting mountain one more time. Then from here, either keep your feet where they are or take them out in front so both heels can press into the floor with the knees a little soft. We'll breathe in, and on the exhale breath, we'll fold forward from the hips. And you might keep your hands on your thighs. You might take them towards the shoulders. You might even start to reach them forward and up. This time the palms will stay facing forward. Spread the fingers out. Pull the fingers back. Pull the toes back, ground the heels. Find that gorgeous length in your spine. Another breath here. And your inhale breath, slowly coming back up from there. Walk your feet back into sitting mountain and take a breath to let the arms float to your up for today. And exhale to bring them down through the heart center. Take a breath to land here. And then from here, walk your feet out towards the sides and drop the knees in towards each other. Then from here, you can keep your hands where they are, or maybe bring them up to your heart center. You might like to take your hands onto your lower belly or your heart, or maybe wrap yourself up in a hug and let your hands rest on your shoulders. Just choose anything that feels right for you today. Feel the breath into the space, wherever the space is for you. Space of the torso, maybe the space of the lower back or the shoulders, depending what position you have. You can close your eyes here if that feels comfortable for you. Just feeling yourself here be still and calm just for a moment. Nothing to do now for a few breaths, but just breathe. Again, there's no need to force anything or change the breath, manipulate it, just breathe normally. Perhaps bringing awareness to the breath just allows it or gives it a little nudge to deepen anyway. Sometimes that can happen. Just following your breath, whatever way it's going for you today. We'll take one more round wherever you are. When you feel ready, just slowly unravel your arms and slowly unravel your legs and bring them back into sitting mountain for a breath. And then you can either stay in sitting mountain for another moment or so, or you might like to sit back onto your chair into a little bit more of a relaxed position. So just decide what feels right for you. If you want, you can let your legs fall out in front. You can turn your palms up if that's okay, or bring your hands down, let them float beside you. Find a place that feels right for you with your hands. If you feel like it, you can close down your eyes. You might like to focus on your breath, or you might like to focus on the space between your eyes, or maybe a point in the distance somewhere, letting the eyeballs soften. The brain fall away from your skull, the jaw soften, the back teeth part, neck, the throat, the shoulders, and travel all down your body to the tips of your fingers, tips of your toes. Just let every part soften and let go. And just melting into a beautiful state of rest now, of just being. Nothing to do and nowhere to go, but just be here. I'll stay here for another moment or so, and I'll let you know when it's time to return. Nothing you need to do, but just be. You're welcome to stay here as long as you like, just being and resting. Whenever you're ready to come back, come back. If you'd like to come back now with me, then just bringing your awareness to your breath, letting it flow within and fill you up with energy and life and beautiful vitality to your cells. When you feel ready, you can wiggle your fingers and toes. There might be a stretch or something that you'd like to do, or a gentle, mindful movement. Feel free to do whatever feels natural and organic for you. We'll slowly make our way back to sitting mountain, so do that in your own time. There's no rush. Just check in when you get there though. Just take a moment to see how the practice feels for you and how you're feeling right now. And then we can bring our hands to the heart center if that feels okay, and bow the eyes down towards the heart to acknowledge our beautiful and kind and loving, passionate, joyful hearts that lie within. May all beings be held with love. Namaste, and thank you so much for joining the class. Thank you so much for joining me in that chair yoga practice today. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Please do let me know in the comments below how you liked it. If you'd like to see anything else in these classes, remember these classes are for you. So please do share with me your feedback, your comments, and your suggestions. I love hearing from you. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.